Supposed to be a pawn shop, not a damn playground.
Frank Sinatra is considered to be one of the biggest entertainers in history, and his memorabilia is always popular here in Vegas. So when a guy brought in his autograph, I had to call Steve then to come authenticate it.
Frank Sinatra was a huge baseball fan, and he was a huge Dodger fan. Matter of fact, him and Tommy Lasorda were as close as could be. On April 7, 1977, which is the same year as that pennant, he came out opening day, sang the national anthem for him, and they bonded ever since then.
Okay.
So tell me, what are your concerns about this piece?
First and foremost, I don't know if the signature is real. I don't even know what it's worth. And Frank Sinatra signing a baseball pennant, they don't seem to go very well together.
Okay, well, first we'll get in here, we'll analyze the signature. And oddly enough, Frank Sinatra did sign baseball-themed items. I think you'd be pretty surprised at that.
Wow.
Most of the work that I actually do is more detective work, trying to get to the bottom of things, trying to figure out how something was signed, and really making sure someone actually signed the piece. And there's the ink on the pennant. Looks like a felt-tip pen. I see some overlapping here. Right away, we know this is a live signature. So that's a good thing. It's actual ink on the item, and he actually signed it, as opposed to being printed or being reproduced. Okay. Next, I want to take a look at my exemplars and compare it to the signature. Frank Sinatra was notorious throughout his entire career for having women sign for him. I mean, he just didn't like to sign autographs. Now, what I pulled up here was a baseball he signed a few years later. And as I start to look at the two signatures, I start to see some pretty distinct similarities of how Frank made his autograph from one to another.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're the expert because they look absolutely nothing the same.
Okay, when I take a look here, first of all, the F's are a little different. But you know what? You could blame that maybe on the item being signed. You have a baseball that's more curved. You have a pennant that's flat. He's probably signing this on a flat surface. But I start to see similarities in angle, the slant, the pressure.
So you think it's official?
Well, based on everything I've seen today, the ink analysis, looking at the exemplars side-by-side comparison, I feel that Frank Sinatra signed his pennant.
Yes. So it's still worth nothing, right?
Well, not exactly. The signature isn't as strong as I'd like to see it. It's about a 7 or an 8. But I feel the signature in this state on this pennant is worth about $600.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Cool. Good to see you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
See you next time.
Whoever ended up getting this signature was probably one of the luckiest people in the ballpark. First of all, interaction with Frank Sinatra, and then second, his autograph.
Well, you heard what my guy said. Reasonably, I can expect to get $600 out of it. I'll offer you 3.
My research is a little different. Online, Frank Sinatra's signature just plain is $1,200 asking price. And I'd like to negotiate with you. $700, I think that would be a fair price.
You know, I've got to trust my guy. I mean, he works for probably the most reputable company that there is when it comes to autographs. I'll go up to 4 if it helps you.
I don't know that he's an expert on value. He's an expert on signatures. So
I'd say he's an expert all the way around.
all right. Give me $500 for it.
I'll go 450.
You're 450, I'm 500. Let's meet in the middle. Make it 475.
All right, man, let's do it.
I'm done with this. You can write it up. I spent $25 on all 10 of these banners, and I just made $450.
Dude, where they at?
I hear him.
Well, if you can hear him, you'll find him.
John made a big mistake by having me hide his keys. He'll find Bigfoot before he finds him.
You'll never find those. I just found a new toy.
On the next Swamp People. I'm hoping to teach Holden a little bit as we go. Troy gives his